Hello everyone, welcome to Astro Science, and today I'm back again with yet another new video. And today I will be discussing regarding the full moon which is going to happen in the nakshatra of Swati. And as I'm making this video, the full moon has already started, and it started around 12:45 p.m. Indian Standard Time, 26th of April 2021, and it will be prevalent till 9:02 am Indian Standard Time, 27th of April 2021. Now you see, when the Tithi of Purnima or the full moon, the time of full moon when it started, at that moment of time the nakshatra of Chitra was operating. But I say it as a Swati full moon because tonight on 26th of April around 11:06 p.m. Swati nakshatra will be operating. Swati nakshatra will start. And next day on 27th of April, when sunrise will take place, at that moment of time the Tithi of Purnima, that is the full moon, and Swati nakshatra both will be prevalent. So since during the sunrise Swati nakshatra was prevalent, so I call it as Swati full moon. And this day become much more remarkable, that is the 27th of April 2021, because on 27th of April 2021 we have Hanuman Jayanti. That is, we have the Purnima, full moon, and along with that we also have the Hanuman Jayanti. And the most another coincidence is that we also have it on the day of Tuesday. Now you see, when we talk about the Swati nakshatra, this is the nakshatra which teaches us patience. It teaches us that whenever we do some work, whenever we do hard work, it takes some time to gain us the result. You see, in a tree there are fruits, but it will take some time for the fruits to ripen. You don't need to go and forcefully pluck it. You just need to wait. The moment it ripens, the fruit will automatically fall down into your hand. That is how Swati nakshatra works. And you see, Swati is associated with goddess Saraswati, the goddess of learning, the goddess of wisdom, intelligence. So this is the nakshatra which is actually teaching you that you need to work on your talents, you need to work on your inner achievements. Okay, your awards, your accolades, your achievements, you have to work for it. A moment will come when these achievements, these talents will help you in your life, in your further life, in the second half of your life. Okay, so this is the nakshatra which actually asks you to make long lasting planning. This is not the nakshatra where you just run for some work and you get the result. You are asking for the result for 1 day or 2 days. No. This is the nakshatra which actually says you that yes, I will give you the result, but you have to wait for it. And in that meanwhile, you can actually work on your strengths, you can actually work on your talents, because working on your talent also requires huge amount of time. That is the reason when you follow this mantra, you become a perfectionist. You know your work to be done very perfectly, and that takes some time. And that patience, that time is actually given to you by this Swati nakshatra. You see, there is no wonder that the planet like Saturn gets exalted in the Swati nakshatra. Saturn delays. We always say that Saturn is the planet of delays. Saturn moves very slowly. Okay, but we forget that Saturn is the only planet which actually gives you time. No other planet will give you time. Saturn is the only planet which will actually give you that time, that necessary time to work hard, to be committed, to have patience. Saturn says that yes, you do it, keep on doing, rest, leave everything on me. I will give you back, I will pay you back, I will pay you the sweetest of the fruits. So you see, when this is the lunar month, when moon is transiting the Swati nakshatra, that is, the mind is completely engrossed in the energy of this full moon. And you see, the most important part, the esoteric part, see, I wouldn't have said the esoteric part, but since it is the time when Hanuman Jayanti is also following on the same day, Swati nakshatra, the presiding deity is Vayu, that is Pavandev. the god of wind. And who is Hanuman? The Pavan Putra Hanuman. And you see, when we learn about the nature and characteristics of the great Lord Hanuman, you will understand that he is the epitome of devotion. He is the great knowledgeable person. He is someone who has controlled wisdom and knowledge. You may have knowledge, you may have intelligence, but you may not have that wisdom. But Lord Hanuman is someone whose knowledge, intelligence and wisdom goes parallel, and at the same time ego does not touches him. How beautiful it is. He is the example who has got enormous power, strength. That is the strength of wind. He is the son of Vayu, Pavan Putra Hanuman, the god of wind. You see, he has got enormous power, lots and lots of wisdom, intelligence, and still he does not have a little bit of ego. And there's come the importance of devotion, because when you have this much talent and yet you don't have the ego, then the sense of devotion comes to the full. And we all know his devotion towards Lord Ram. What was his importance in the life of Lord Ram? It was enormous. Without him, the life of Lord Ram we cannot actually imagine. You see, whenever we talk about Lord Hanuman, the first thing which comes in our mind is Ram, Lord Ram. And you see, that is what Swati Nakshatra actually says you, that you need to work on your talents. You have to give some time on it. More you work on it, more you give some time on it, it will essentially pay you back. And if I go another step ahead, then I will say you that Lord Hanuman is also connected with Mars. And on 27th of April we have Tuesday. And you see, Lord Hanuman is also very, very friendly with Saturn. So you can understand there is a lots of energy which is actually playing in this Swati Nakshatra, in this Swati full moon. Mind is working through it. So now the moon is transiting through the sign of Libra in the Swati Nakshatra. It will be going at around 11:06 p.m. 26th of April 2021, and after that it will be in Swati Nakshatra for next one day. And this transit can be in your first house, second house, third house, whatever it is. Okay, so depending upon the ascendant. Come, let us start and talk about the various ascendants. For the Aries ascendant people, this transit of moon in the Swati Nakshatra will be happening in your 7th house, in the house of Libra. And moon is your 4th lord. That is, the 4th lord is coming into the 7th house and getting aspected by sun. That is, the Purnima is occurring. So it simply means is that now your happiness, your sense of happiness, your peace of mind, you will try to find your sense of happiness in your married life, in your business partnership. But again, the sense of Swati will be operational. That means your commitment, your patience level should be very high. And trust me, this is a very good time when you have to work hard regarding your relationships, regarding your marriage life. And I will say you that your patience, your commitment will pay you back in a very beautiful relationship in your married life or your business partnership. So you just need to keep some patience level, some commitment and some understanding. Because you see, Swati is also about diplomacy. You have to you need to understand the feelings of the other people. If you are doing this, trust me, you are going to get very good result. Your marital relationships will improve, your business relationship will improve, your business partnerships will improve. Okay, so this is for the Aries native. For the Taurus native, this is happening in the 6th house. That is, moon is your 3rd lord and 3rd lord is coming into your 6th house. It means the planet of hobbies, the planet of communication, moon is coming into your 6th house, that means now your efforts needs to be along your service. Means now whenever whatever service work you may be any service oriented job or something, whatever it is, your efforts need to be channelized in a proper way. You must work hard to put your efforts regularly. It is not like that I did something again I left it because it did not give me the result, so I left it. No, this should not be the mentality. I will say you that at this moment of time you need to put your efforts much more and keep on putting efforts in your work whatever you do, because see, 6th house is also the house of service. 6th house is also the house where you need to do your work with perfection and every day. Okay, you need to do it. So more you do it, more likely you are going to get result. And not only that, this will also help you rise in your career. This will also help you in your, because sometimes what happens when we work hard, it also affects our health. So I will also say that you need to work hard regarding your health, regarding the services whatever it is there, and your hobbies. Okay, so this will actually help you with time. Be patient. For the Gemini ascendant people, your second lord is coming into your 5th house. That means the house lord of values, the house lord of wealth is coming into the house of intelligence, the house of speculative business. So actually it is making a dhan yoga, and at the same time this is also the very good combination for the education sector, for the rise of intellect. Like suppose if you are interested in some speculative business or investment or something like that, then I will say you that don't rush, don't hurry, make some planning that how to increase your investment, how to increase your wealth, because it is making a dhan yoga. And with your planning, with your long lasting planning, this will pay you back. Don't hurry at all. Take a pen and paper, jot down your things what you want to do. Okay, make a planning, and that will actually help you in your longer run. Now another thing I will say you that this is also a very good time to learn certain things. Like suppose you want to learn some scriptures or go around some ancient books or something like that, then this is a very good time when you can learn certain things. Okay, and 5th house is also the house of romance. So I will say you that if you are in a romantic relationship or you are going to get into a romantic relationship, then I will say you that this is the time when you have to be very committed, very patient. Okay, it is just like flowering a plant. Okay, so if you do it, it will really pay you back. For the Cancer ascendant people, it is happening in your 4th house, the transit of moon. You see, Cancer is lorded by moon, and moon is coming into your 4th house. That means the planet of nourishment is coming into the house of nourishment. The Lagna Lord, the Lagna Lord for the Cancer is moon. The Lagna Lord is coming into the house of happiness, and you see moon gets Digbal in the 4th house. How beautiful it is. And I will say you that this is the time when you have to work very patiently, very cool and calm when you are talking about your happiness, your homely matters and everything, because this is the time when you will get lots of positive energy, lots of positivity at your home, and it will also increase your happiness index. If you are having any problems in your home or having any problems in the health of your mother, then I will say you that this is the time when the problems will actually try to solve. The health of mother will actually improve. Okay, nice news you may get in your home. Okay, this is a very good transit for you. Overall, I will say that the planet which is the significator, moon is the significator of the 4th house basically, and in the transit it is actually transiting through your 4th house, getting Digbal and having the Purnima. Wonderful time for your home, for your peace of mind and happiness. For the Leo ascendant people, moon is your 12th lord, transiting through your 3rd house in Swati Nakshatra in the sign of Libra. You see, 12th house is the house of spirituality, mysticism, and third house is the house of short travels, hobbies, actions, efforts. So I will say you that if you want to start some spiritual hobbies or activities, then this is a very good time. You may have some short travels, but I will say you that try to have short travels in order to have some goal. It's not like that, don't wander around anywhere, okay? That I will say that be careful regarding that. And at the same time I will also say that any kind of meditation, any kind of spiritual activities, this is a very good time, because it can actually improve your action and efforts, because it can actually turn into your hobby. So this is a very good time for that. Okay, another thing I will say you that since moon is a very creative planet, it can also improve your creativity, because third house also shows us about our creative talents. For the Virgo ascendant people, moon is your 11th lord and will be transiting your second house. You see, this is again creating a very strong Dhan Yoga, means your gains, the planet of gains is sitting in the house of wealth. That means all your gains will be stored in the second house. So now I will say you that this is the time when you have to plan regarding your investments. You will be having the gains, and at the same time you will have the various possibilities to save the wealth, to save the money, to save the things which you value. But how to save it, how to invest it, how to protect that, how to increase that, that you have to think very judiciously, very patiently, so that it can give you long lasting results. Okay, for the Libra ascendant people, this is happening in your ascendant itself. Moon is your 10th lord. 10th lord coming into the first house. It simply shows that if you are self-made, if you are working regarding your profession through your independent approach, then this is the time when you will actually try to get the result. But again I will say you, for the Libra ascendant people, don't leave the work when you start it. Try to accomplish the task. It may happen that you are not getting the result, but that does not means that you will not get the result. Suppose you started any work, try to accomplish it, try to work and go through it, because it will actually help in your career and profession. This Swati full moon is actually indicating that, because moon is your 10th lord, the house of profession, karma, career, is coming into the first house ascendant. Okay, so it is actually regulating your personality. So if you have started something regarding your career and profession, try to continue it, because in longer run you are going to get result about it. For the Scorpio ascendant people, I will say you that your 9th lord is coming into your 12th house. Your 9th lord is moon and coming into your 12th house where the full moon is actually happening. That means you started your spiritual journey in the 9th house, and now you are actually devoted to the path of God, because 12th house is the house where our control is beyond something. Our control finishes, where everything dissolves. So it says that we may start our religious spiritual journey by the grace of Guru, okay, by the teachings of Guru. But in that path, when we walk through the path, a time comes when everything is all about God, the mercy of God. That is where 12th house it comes. Okay, so this is a very spiritual placement for you. It can also give you peace of mind if you are in religious and spiritual pursuits. Very good time for you. Okay, you may suddenly join some spiritual community. You may start sadhana, you may start meditation, you may start yoga abhyas, okay, what we say, yoga practice or something like that. Or you may also have some long journey to foreign lands. It can also signify that. But I will say you that this is a very good time for spiritual activities and spiritual journey for the Scorpio ascendant people. For the Sagittarius ascendant people, I will say you that your 8th lord is coming into your 11th house. That means the house of the ups and downs, inheritance, okay, insurance, investment is coming into the 11th house of gains. So now if you are very patient, very committed, and very you think regarding long lasting achievements, then you will get actually some wisdom and intelligence regarding how to invest your wealth, how to invest on which insurance, so that you can get long lasting gains through that, through the house of gains where actually the Swati full moon is happening. And moon is your 8th lord. Okay, so this is also very critical placement. And again I will say you that please don't hurry regarding this, because you see 8th house is the house of suddenness. 8th house can give you gains, 8th house can also give you losses also. So don't hurry. Okay, you need to be very careful regarding the things which happens in the 8th house. So when the 8th house lord is going into the 11th house, it will give you sudden gains. So just need to be very patient, just need to be very committed and calm regarding what decision you are making regarding your investment, regarding your gains. Okay, for the Capricorn ascendant people, I will say you that your 7th lord is actually going into your 10th house. It simply means that your spouse will be helping you out in your professional career or professional pursuits. Okay, it can also signify that you may get success at foreign lands regarding your profession and career. Another thing I will say you that since moon is the planet of emotional backdrops of our mind, the ups and downs of mind, emotions, so you or your spouse don't get too much emotional, don't get too much what I will say, have some patience. The meaning is that have some patience regarding your profession and career. And when you work hard, when you work with commitment, patience, endurance, perseverance, that is what 10th house is all about, then you get the gain. And when Swati Nakshatra is working in your 10th house at this moment, because you see, for the Capricorn ascendant people, Libra is the 10th house, and where you are happening to be the more patient one and more committed one, because you need to work with commitment, and that is the reason when you are going to get the result. So I will say you that at this moment of time, don't get too much emotional regarding your career and profession. Okay, rather I will say you that be very calm, patient, committed. Okay, because that is what 10th house is, and that is what Swati Nakshatra is all about, and that is what Capricorn sign is also all about. Okay, because in that case you are actually going to get the proper result. For the Aquarius ascendant people, I will say you that this transit of full moon in Swati Nakshatra is going to happen in your 9th house, and moon is your 6th lord. That means you see the 6th house is normally not considered a very good house. It is considered to be a Dusthana house, and the lord of 6th house going into the 9th house is also normally not considered very good, because it can signify that there will be some problems related to your fortunes. Okay, you may feel that my luck is not actually working to my benefit, but I will say you there are some favorable things. Suppose if you are trying to get some loan, trying to get some debts, okay, trying to get some loan regarding anything, be it education, be it home, be it anything, any type of loan or any type of debts which you are actually trying to get but you are not getting, you are having lots of problems regarding that, then this is the time when you may get that loan. Because you see, 9th house is 4th away from 6th house. 9th house is the happiness of 6th house. So it may happen that suddenly you may get a loan and you start the construction of your house. It may happen that you suddenly get a debt of huge amount of money which can actually help you in your education or career or something like that. Okay, so there is a possibility of this. For the Pisces ascendant people, I will say you that your 5th lord, okay, your 5th lord is coming into your 8th house. That means in the 8th house this full moon in Swati is actually operational during this time. It can signify, you see, again I will say you, the fifth lord coming into the 8th house is not considered good, because 8th house is the house of suddenness, 8th house is the house of transformation. Basically 8th house is the sudden ups and downs which happens in our life. But the good thing is that 5th house is the house of intelligence. The planet of intelligence is coming into the house of occult, spirituality, mysticism, secrets, secret knowledge. So it can signify that suddenly you may have a desire to go through the learnings of spirituality. Suddenly you may have a desire to meditate, to do sadhana, to go through the occult knowledge books or the secret books or the secret knowledge. Okay, suddenly you may feel that yes, I can do meditation for a longer period of time. This is also a very good combination for spirituality. But I will say you that there are some negative points also. Let me discuss that you may suddenly feel that due to your children or due to your progeny you are getting some problems, because 5th house is the house of children and progeny, and 8th house is also the house of obstructions. Okay, so there can be some types of problem in your life regarding the 5th house aspects. So that can be a possibility that can be seen through it. So these were the possible outcomes which we can see through the Swati full moon and the collective effect of Hanuman Jayanti. And I will say that this is a very good time when you start something. Keep it doing, don't stop it, because you are eventually going to get the good result out of it. Because Swati Nakshatra is the nakshatra which tells us about patience. Have patience, work on your talents, be sure that you are having complete control over your talents and achievements. A time will come when you are going to get the most sweetest fruits of your life. That is what Swati Nakshatra is all about. And if you have liked this video, press the like button, share this video among your near and dear ones. And if you are new to this channel, press the subscribe button, tap onto the notification bell icon. And anytime if you want any consultation from me, then you can check the links in the description section. Your comments are always welcome to me. So that's it from my side. Thanking you. Bye bye.